All right, let's see here. Xbox. Gonna talk about some Xbox. Hopefully, I don't lose my voice here. Where is my T? Okay, there it is. That's good where it is. Okay, got my notes ready to all typed up and ready to go. Okay, yeah. Lights are good. Camera is on and rolling. Let me just quickly check Twitter real quick. Mario Maker update. When is that supposed to be? Wait, what day is it?
Okay.
So Mario Maker 2 had an update on Friday, adding spikes, pokies, frozen coin blocks, dash blocks, and P blocks. You also have this cool new ninja mode, which is essentially a speedrunning game type, where if you're disciplined enough, you can compete with the best of the speedrunners and try to get some bragging rights yourself in Mario Maker 2. But I want to talk about the highlight of the update, the Master Sword power-up. And with this power-up, the player turns into Link, but not in just appearance, in ability as well. You can dash, defend, swing your sword, throw bombs, and shoot arrows. It's an update I definitely wasn't expecting, but I'm really excited about this. So I bought Mario Maker 2 the day it came out, and I have had a lot of fun playing it, but if I'm being honest with you, I really only played it the first few months, made some courses, and yeah, I kind of put it down. Now, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy playing it, but it became much more of a quick pick up and play a couple levels here or there. Maybe 10 minutes before bed, I'll mess around with some ideas for a new level. It's still got some playtime, but not nearly to the extent when I first picked the game up. But I can tell you that's definitely changed after this update. It always amazes me the amount of creativity that Mario Maker 2 can inspire out of people. I mean, just set aside 5 minutes and hop on the course world, and you'll see levels of all different styles. You'll have the hardcore platforming stuff, you'll have levels based around challenging puzzle solving, or even some simple casual levels that just want to tell some sort of silly story. I mean, the possibilities are literally endless. As long as Mario Maker has a user base, there's always going to be content. Well, providing Nintendo keeps the servers on anyway. And yes, the new items and enemies are nice, but having Link is quite literally a game changer. As a player, the mechanics of Link himself feels really good. The bow and arrow physics have this really kind of cool thing you can study and test out the trajectory and kind of the arc of the shot. Bombs, the dash, the downward thrust all feels really good. And although I might not really be good at making levels, probably my favorite part of Mario Maker is the level design. And I cannot wait to make my first dungeon crawler level. I mean, the way I see this is that with Link now as a power-up, it's so weird that Link is a power-up. I guess technically it's the Master Sword, but you become Link, so the Link power-up is super cool. Just being able to kind of have a new type of story or a new type of game to make, it really honestly just gives people a whole new way to play. Whether or not you make a speedrun level or a kind of a relaxed level or some sort of puzzle-solving level, everything is still based around Mario's platforming mechanics and just kind of how Mario itself as a game series plays. And although all of the Mario physics are still kind of in there and you have all the same enemies, allowing the protagonist to have different abilities and physics is really cool. I mean, seriously, the whole idea of making like a full-on dungeon crawling type level is super cool. My favorite levels are honestly the puzzle ones because they're much more slower paced. I'm not a big fan of speedruns or like the hardcore platform challenging levels. I'm much more of a relaxed type of gamer. I prefer kind of like the slow paced theme levels or like the ones that require some sort of just kind of puzzle solving. With these new mechanics of Links, it kind of just blows the top off for more options. You can use your bow to reach certain items, use bombs to make pathways for yourself to get to new areas. Honestly, just playing as Link in a Zelda 2 style fashion, just stabbing spikes and Goombas is just a lot of fun. I know a lot of people don't really care for Zelda 2. For those who have played it, a lot of people really prefer the kind of top-down perspective of like A Link to the Past and that sort of thing. I've been playing a lot of different levels, and it's just amazing the cool stuff that I've seen so far. I mean, even one of the simpler ones that I've run into is Link's archery training, and basically just have this really short amount of time to complete the level where you have to hit all of the red coins to unlock the door to get to the end of the level, and you have a very short amount of time. I mean, like little things like that are super fun, and it just really opens the doors for new game ideas and new game types. A lot of people have been speculating, or at least just asking Nintendo to please make a Zelda maker of this. And after playing this, honestly, I think it's totally doable. I didn't think that a Zelda maker was really necessary, or at least I should say it wouldn't be as successful as something like a Mario Maker, because I think with Zelda Maker, it would basically just be a Zelda-themed RPG maker. By and large, that's what Zelda is a kind of an adventure RPG game. And I can't really imagine any other way to make a Zelda game or a Zelda maker other than making it in like an RPG maker, but with Zelda skins. Even playing just like this, it makes me want to do more. When you're playing Mario, it's often about just getting from point A to point B, saving the princess, something to that effect, getting to the flagpole at the end. When you're playing as Link, it's always some sort of adventure of some kind. Yes, you're also saving the princess or trying to defeat Ganon or something like that, but it's always centered around adventuring. And now you can basically kind of create your own adventure levels, and I'm super excited to play around with that. I love all of these different quirky levels that I've been finding so far, and I think that this is going to breathe a lot of life into Mario Maker 2. I hope that they keep adding new updates and new items and that sort of thing. I really would like to see some updated stuff in the multiplayer side of things. I still experience a lot of lag on that end, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. I think the only real issue I have with this Link update is the fact that it is, in fact, a power-up and not a character. I do wish you could just have Link as a standalone character for a certain level that you make. The main reason why I want this is because the issue with having Link as a power-up is that there isn't an insta-kill unless you, like, fall off a cliff or, you know, fall into the lava, that sort of thing. If you're trying to design this whole level centered around Link and adventuring as Link, then once you get hit by a projectile or a Goomba or something like that, you know, just like if you had the mushroom or the fire flower power thing, you know, you get hit, you shrink, and you just lose that power up. And the same thing happens when you have the Master Sword power up. It works really well in a lot of different game types, but if you're interested in making levels centered around Link, you're going to have to make sure that you give the player ample amounts of Master Sword power-ups throughout your level. You could really take the game even just a little bit further if they just allowed either some sort of insta-kill as Link, or if they allowed some sort of permanence to the power-up, or, like I said, just letting you be Link for that specific level. So that's kind of the first impressions and the gist of the new update for Mario Maker 2. Honestly, I'm really enjoying it a lot, and it just gets me really excited to see what will come out in maybe a week or 2 weeks' time after a lot of people really get their hands on it and start experimenting with new levels. I know I'm going to be slowly chipping away at some level design and hopefully make something centered around Link and try to make my best type of dungeon crawling adventure. Like I said, it really makes me believe that after playing this, a Zelda maker could actually work, I think. But I want to know what all of you beautiful people out there think of this update. Or if you haven't played it yet, does this update entice you to maybe go out and get Mario Maker 2? What kind of updates has Nintendo not released yet that you would really like to see? Do you think a Zelda maker could be a potential hit? Is it something that you'd like to play? If you were to make a Zelda maker yourself, what would you add? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions, so please be sure to let me know. Also, I do want to address, you may notice my voice sounds a little odd. I'm not sick. At least I don't think I am. I feel totally fine. Just yesterday, my voice just stopped working. I've been trying my best to kind of push through as best as I could. But I'll wrap this up by saying thank you so much for watching the video, and thanks again for checking out the channel. It really means a lot. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you're subscribed, please make sure to hit the notification bell so you are kept up to date on everything that we are doing. We're trying really hard to get to that YouTube partner status, which is 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's like 1,000 hours of watch time, something like that. It's a big goal, but slowly but surely we are growing in subscriber count, and we thank every one of you who has so far. But I'm going to go ahead and have some tea and hopefully fix whatever is wrong with this. Yeah, this has been a Digital Cynic experience. My name is Blake, and for all things tech, games, movies, and other nerdy things in between, please be sure to subscribe to Digital Cynics. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.